Hello, I'm Alfred Diaz-Infante, President and CEO of Chispa. With me are Paul Tran, Project Manager for Sherwood Village, and Filemon Alvarez, who maintains their Sherwood Village property. All of us at Chispa are pleased that you chose to live at Sherwood Village. You may remember this building back in the 1960s when it was the Rodeo Inn. Many of us have good memories of this motel when it was new. Over the years, the motel gradually declined from being an important Salinas landmark to being mostly vacant. Crime was a problem. By the time Chispa bought the property in 2005, it was in bad shape. The Salinas City Council was ready to see something new on this corner. Affordable senior apartments seemed like a good idea, but Chispa didn't want to waste the structure by tearing it down and constructing an entirely new building. It didn't seem right to take tons of building materials and just toss them into the landfill. Instead, we recycled the whole building by keeping the original walls and hallways in place, and by combining motel rooms to create new apartments. We built the new community center and courtyard, and we created a tenant garden. Solar panels provide electric power for the resident center, the heating system, the elevators, and the parking lot lights. By using power from the sun, we reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. These solar panels save 70 tons of carbon dioxide emissions each year. We want to talk to you for a few minutes today about Sherwood Village and Chispa's composting and recycling program.
Now, we at Chispa ask you to join us in helping build a better world for your children, grandchildren by recycling paper, plastic, metal, glass, and by composting your kitchen waste. Garbage. Have you ever thought where it goes when it leaves your apartment? After the garbage truck picks up your trash, it takes it to the Johnson Canyon landfill near the city of Gonzales. Year after year, all of us in the Salinas Valley have dumped whatever we felt like in this landfill. So what's the problem? Well, believe it or not, that landfill is getting full. If we all keep dumping anything we want to into that landfill, there will be no space left in 15 years. We all know time passes by quickly. 15 years is not a lot of time left.
Hey, you didn't even room for us.
We can't let this happen to them, and it's not easy to find a new location for a landfill. No one wants a landfill located next to their house, and it will be very expensive to carry garbage a long way out to the country. So what do? We can keep a lot of things from reaching the landfill by simply just recycling. Lots of what we have traditionally thought of as garbage can be recycled to make new products. Items that can be reused should not be sitting in the landfill. Let's take a look at a typical bag of garbage and see what's in there. How much of this really needs to go to the landfill? Aluminum, that's recyclable. Plastic, recyclable. Glass, recyclable. And paper, recyclable. The aluminum in the cans is reused to make new cans or other products from pie tins to cars. If you don't sell your cans yourself, just put them in your recycling container. You can also recycle metal cans that held food. Just rinse quickly. No need to do a careful wash. You can even recycle aluminum foil. If it's clean, recyclable. But dirty foil should go in the trash. You can even recycle metal, like this lid. Used plastic containers can be reused to make new plastic products, so it is a waste to throw them into the landfill, right? Recycled plastic creates something useful, like a new bottle or furniture or building material. Most plastic containers can be recycled. Plastic milk carton, recyclable or trash? Recyclable. Plastic yogurt container, recyclable. Plastic salad container, recyclable. You can even recycle plastic bags, but don't put them into the recycling bin one at a time or they'll fly off to the garbage truck and litter the street. Just simply put them in the bag, tie it up, and then put them all into the recycling bin. And styrofoam, recyclable or trash? Trash. Glass can be recycled into new glass products. Glass pasta sauce jar, recyclable. Juice, glass, and a glass coffee drink. But not all glass can be recycled. These items should be put in the garbage. Now, let's talk about paper. Any clean, dry paper can be recycled into new paper or cardboard. All of these paper products can be recycled. This oak container is paper, cardboard. And this milk carton, it feels waxy, but it's okay. It's paper and it's recyclable. And paper that's stapled together or fastened by a paper clip, no need to take the paper clip apart, just put everything in the recycle bin. After you fill your recycling container, take it out to the garbage enclosure located in the front of the building or in the back. It's amazing, but 40% of the landfill is filled up with paper, plastic, metal, and glass that should really be recycled. If we all just stopped putting recyclables in the garbage, we'd add years of capacity to the landfill.
Hello, I'm Doug Kenyon of BFI. Our BFI trucks pick up your garbage and recycling, and now we're picking up your food waste for composting. We compost your food waste at a centralized composting facility so we can keep it out of the landfill. This is Estela Gutierrez from the Salinas Valley Solid Waste Authority. The Waste Authority manages our local landfill. Estela and I have the same goal, to preserve space in our landfill for future generations. We really appreciate your help in achieving this goal.
Sherwood Village is the first apartment building in the Monterey County to do the centralized composting. This has never been done before in this area, so we are all learning together. That's why we want to explain it to you in this video. By being the first apartment residents to do centralized composting of your kitchen scraps, you are the leader. Eventually, we hope all apartment residents will follow your good sample.
We all know how important agriculture is to the Salinas Valley. Our soil is so rich we grow enough vegetables to feed the rest of the country. Good soil needs nutrients. We can feed the soil by composting the leftover food from our kitchens. If we collect all of our kitchen waste in one place, mix in leaves and grass, and let it sit for a few months, it will all turn into rich soil, a natural fertilizer. But for most of us, composting at an apartment building is a new concept. Let's look at a typical bag of garbage here. Of course, it shouldn't have any paper, plastic, or glass, right? Those go into the recycling bin, not in your garbage can. Even though the dirty napkin and dirty plates can't be recycled, they're biodegradable, so they can be composted. So it's okay to put them in your composting bin. Basically, any type of leftover food can be composted. For instance, coffee grinds, eggshells, banana peels, onions, carrots, even these bones, because the composting facility can grind up these bones, so it's okay. It's amazing, but 30% of the landfill is filled up with organic material. Much of this organic material is food waste from our kitchens. Here's how it works. First, you put your food scraps into this container and take them to the green food waste container outside. Then, BFI's trucks will take your kitchen scraps to the composting facility, and your table scraps will go back to the earth. Basically, any type of leftover food can be composted. If you have cooking grease, don't put it with your food waste. Put it in your garbage can. You may want to line your bin with a paper towel or a piece of newspaper to keep it clean. That's fine. You can dump the paper and the food together into the food waste bin. Pay attention though. Don't put any plastic into the food container. No styrofoam, no plastic bags, no plastic tops. These things won't turn into soil. If you line your bin with a plastic bag, be careful not to dump the plastic bag into the compost. If you have a plastic bag of lettuce that went bad, dump the lettuce in your bin, but don't put the plastic bag in with the lettuce. Toss the dirty plastic bag into your garbage bag or into the garbage dumpster.
When you dump your garbage and compost, it's out of your hands, but don't forget, Alva and I still have to handle it. So please think of us when you toss things. Be sure to put recycling in recycling containers, food waste in green food bins, and garbage in the dumpster. If you toss a plastic bag in the food waste container, Alva and I have to reach our arms in, pull it out so it doesn't contaminate the compost. So when you throw things out, please be careful, save the earth, and save us some cleanup.
We realize we're asking you to do something more complicated than just taking out a single trash bag. But it is important. We can't all keep doing the same things we have always done, or we'll end up buried in our own garbage. So please recycle your plastic, paper, metal, and glass. And also remember to compost your food scraps. We at Chispa thank you, and so will your grandchildren.